Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs, no matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the Isupk like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the Isupk. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
Don't let them take you out, your spirit gotta stay focused. Can't go back living how I was, cause it's repulsive. I don't ask for much, this all I ever wanted. And not killing down behind it, you can quote me. Yeah, these hoes for the streets, they ain't holy. I ain't pulling up the spiritual when devils kiss your boots. We ain't no cowards, please don't say what you gon' do. Or post something on the internet you think you gotta prove. Cause I got Karak Ice, I got Shia War, got Kasarpakai, I got Imawan, got Kabataban, I got Tazabah, got Kakamaimai, got Karanyala, got Yaragabar, Tribe of Isupk, bring out Gobble War. Couple young men in this bitch with an olive oil. If you ain't in these ranks, then you out of order. It's a time for everything, right now it's time for war. And I'm still the same nigga when I'm not recording. I pull up, shoot from half like I'm Michael Jordan. I don't think they fit to join the Lord's army. I survived a Christian church, moral of the story. I done beat so many demons, I got war stories. Garment look so hardcore, look like I morphed on him. Appetite for battle, yeah, I'm war hungry. I ain't choose this life, the Lord chose me. I'm a certified priest and I don't take that lightly. How I feel about this shit, yeah, I can't describe it. I know they mad at me, cause I can't trust the white man. I gird up my loins and did something mighty. Yeah, what's done in private, it's gonna come to light. Speak the truth into these bones and watch them come to life. All my friends are dead, let loose all the plagues, yeah.
What's your name?
All right, let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Clap it up. Most High in Christ. And we back up in here. OKC. Feast of Purim. The closeout. You understand? Most High in Christ for that, man. Most High in Christ for everybody that showed up today. You understand? We got a great family in here. You understand? Holding it down. The water for all the food that the sister provided. You understand? The water for everything. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody that came in here today, man, to close out the Feast of Purim. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start off in the chapter 7, right, of Esther, and we're gonna close it out. You understand? So setting the stage for all the way up until chapter 7. You understand? It's a decree that's been put out. You understand? For Israel to all be killed. You understand? Or unalive. And so what we're going to do is we're going to read what happened after that decree, right? You know what I mean? And what the brother and sister have actually did for us, you understand? So we won't get unalive by these damn heathens, you understand? So let's start at the book of Esther, chapter 7, and then we're going to start at verse 1, if you could, brother, please.
Esther, chapter 7, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the king and Haman came to banquet with Esther, the queen.
Mm-hmm.
And the king said again unto Esther on the second day at the banquet of wine,
mm-hmm.
What is thy petition, Queen Esther?
Mm-hmm.
And it shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? And it shall be performed even to half of the kingdom.
Listen, man, Esther, it must have been a bad sister, because up until this point, she understands what the mission is. She understands what she needs to do. And so she's going to the king against the rules, because you know what I mean? It was a time when she was supposed to go see the king, right? And this was not the time for her to come spend some time with that king. You understand? And she understood that. But she stood in that doorway. And she had to be so beautiful to where he was like, man, what you want? I'll give you half the kingdom for what you looking like right now. Right? And this ain't a sister that's half naked. This is a sister that's only, she got her great dress on and she just showing her face. Right?
Right.
Keep reading, brother, please.
Then Esther the queen answered and said, If I have found favor in thy sight, O king, and if it please the king, let my life be given me at my petition, and my people at my request. For we are sold, and my people to be destroyed, to be slain, and to perish. But if we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue, although the enemy could not countervail the king's damage. Then the king Asarius answered and said unto Esther the queen, Who is he, and where is he that does presume in his heart to do so?
And this is another thing, right? The king did not know who she belonged to. The king didn't know that she was part of these people that were bondmen and bondwomen.
Right.
So he's like, well, who the hell is he? What man? Who going against my woman's people?
Right.
You understand? I need to know who he is and where is he? Right? Keep reading.
And Esther said, the adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman. Then Haman was afraid before the king and queen. And the king, arising from the banquet of wine in his wrath, went into the palace garden. And Haman stood up and request for his life to Esther the queen. For he saw that there was evil to the Salakia.
That's what
He saw that there was evil determined against him by the king. Then the king returned out of the palace garden into the place of the banquet of wine, and Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was. Then said the king, Will he force the queen also before me in the house? As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face, and Herabana, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, Behold, also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman made for Mordecai, who had spoken good of the king for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him thereon.
He said, we're gonna hang him on that thing.
God.
It's cubits high. What did we say? 50 cubits high. We're gonna hang him up there. Right? Keep reading.
So they hang Haman on the gallows, and he had prepared for Mordecai. Then was the king's wrath pacified.
Yeah. You understand? Because why? Haman was trying to go against who? His woman's people, man.
God.
He didn't even know he had put out a decree against his own woman's people, brother. You understand? So now we know who the adversary is. Now that we know who had put this thing in order, in place, oh yeah, he got to hang for that. God. Ain't nobody going against his queen. God. Right? Keep reading, brother, please. Chapter 8.
Esther chapter 8. On that day did the king Asarius give the house of Haman, the Jews' enemy, unto Esther the queen. And Mordecai came before the king, and Esther had told what he was unto her. And the king took off his ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it unto Mordecai. And Esther said, Mordecai, over the house of Haman. And Esther spake yet again before the king, and fell down at his feet, and besought him with tears to put away the mischief of Haman, the Haggite, and his device that he had devised against the Jews. Verse 4. Then the king had out the golden scepter towards Esther. So Esther arose and stood before the king and said, if it pleased the king, and if it found favor in his sight, and the thing seemed right before the king, and I be pleasing in his eyes, let it be written to reverse the letters devised by Haman, the son of Hamathiah, the Agagite, which he wrote to destroy the Jews which are in all the king's province. Verse 6. For how I endure to see the evil that shall come into my people, or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindred?
So listen, I'm just listening to the words, and I'm like, this is how much power a woman actually has.
God.
You understand? The woman can have so much power over a man that, listen, if I have sight, if I'm looking good in your eyes, if I find favor anywhere in your eyes, please make this thing go away.
God.
You understand? And you know he's going to make it happen. You understand? Keep reading, brother, please.
Then the king Asarius said unto Esther, to the queen, and to Mordecai the Jew, behold, I have given Esther the house of Haman, and him they have hanged upon the gallows, because he laid his hand upon the Jews.
Listen, man, he took his house away from him, brother. That means your kids, your wife, everybody got to get up out of there, because I'm giving it to my woman. All right? Keep reading.
Write ye also for the Jews as it liketh you in the king's name, and seal it with the king's ring. For the writings which is written in the king's name and sealed with the king's ring, may no man reverse. Then were the king's scribes called at the time in the third month, that is the month Sivian, on the 3 and 20th day thereof, and it was written according to all that Mordecai commanded unto the Jews, and to the lieutenants and the deputies and rulers of the province, which were from India unto Ethiopia, and 127 provinces, unto every province according to the writings thereof, and unto every people after their language, and the Jews according to their writings and according to their language. And he wrote in the king's Asarius' name, and sealed it with the king's ring, and sent letters by post on horseback, and riders, and mules, camels, and young dormeries. wherein the king granted the Jews which were in every city to gather themselves together and to stand for their life, to destroy, to slay, and cause to perish all the powers of the people and the providence that would assault them, both little ones and women, and take the spoils of them for a prey. Upon one day in all the providences of the king Asarius, namely upon the 13th day of 12th month with the month Adar, the copy of writing for a commandment to be given in every province was published unto all people, and that the Jews should be ready against that day to avenge themselves on their enemies.
On their enemies. Listen, and I think sometimes when we read the Bible, we don't read it with everybody, all of us in mind. You understand? Like, we don't read it to put yourself in this position, right? Today we are thinking about Mordecai, and we're thinking about Esther. But you have to be Mordecai. You got to be Esther. Sometimes you got to stand up for what's right for your people, right? I think we get so selfish out to where we get in a position of authority, right? Where you can help your people, just like a Martin Luther King, right? Just like a Jesse Jackson, right? Just like any type of black politician that can get inside of these seats and actually make some changes, maybe, right? Or speak up and do the right thing for your people, right? You can make change even as a slave. Even as a bond man and a bond woman, you can make changes within your community or within your own people if you believe in the Most High. If you're doing it according to God versus what the world say to do it, like, you understand? And I think that sometimes when we read these scriptures, you know, especially for a Christian, we don't do that in here, of course. But as far as a Christian reading the Bible, they separate themselves from Mordecai and Esther. We are Mordecai and Esther. Right. These was powerful Benjamites from Israel. These was Benjamites, man. Right? And so we got to understand that these are our brothers and sisters, and they saved us, man. This is not a selfish thing that we're doing today. We may think we're just getting together, eating and kicking it, and you know what I'm saying, with the kids and everything. But this is something very important. This is not to give you something. This is not for a present and gifts. This ain't none of that. Right. This is for us to remember who we are and what we can become if we follow the Most High. Right. If we do what we're supposed to do. Right. All right, brother. Go ahead and finish 8, and then Hop, you're gonna jump in for chapter 9 and 10. Hop.
Verse 12.
Come on.
Upon one day in all the provinces of King Asarius, namely upon the 13th Salakia.
Where you at? Yeah.
13.
Hold on. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Salakia. So the posts that rode upon mules and camels went out, being hasted and pressed on by the king on the king's commandment, and the decree was given at Shushan, the palace. And Mordecai went out from the presence of the king in the royal apparel of blue and white, and with a great crown of gold, with the garment of fine linen and purple. And the city of Shahan rejoiced and was glad. Verse 16: the Jews had light and gladness and joy and honor in every province and in every city, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came. The Jews had joy and gladness, a feast and a good day. And many of the people of the land became Jews, for the fear of the Jews fell upon them.
Listen, man, because listen, you wanted to be with the Jews at that point. Because that's why the fear fell upon them. And you want to go against these guys? You want to go against these Jews? I believe you don't. I don't think you really want that smoke, man. You understand? You don't want that smoke with the Jews when we got the power of the Most High with us.
Right.
You understand? So they had fear. You understand? And that's why they became Jews. That's why they started following our ways, is because, listen, man, you don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke. All right, switch out, man. Come on up here, Hop. We're going to start at chapter 9. We're going to do chapter 9 and chapter 10.
9 verses.
Yep, 9, start at verse 1. Come on.
Now in the 12th month, that is the month Adar, on the 13th day of the same, when the king's commandment and his decree drew near to be put in execution, in the day that the enemies of the Jews hoped to have power over them. Though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews had ruled over them, that hated them. 2. The Jews gathered themselves together.
Read that part again.
2. The Jews gathered themselves together in their cities throughout all the provinces of the kings Ashur, and to lay hands on such as sought their hurt, and no man could withstand them, for the fear of them fell upon all people.
Because when we gather together, can't nobody mess with us, You understand? The fear will fall upon all the people when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans come together.
Right.
That's the fear. That's why they have to separate us, That's why they gotta give us different languages and different lands, different neighborhoods. Because if we came together, damn, brother. Right? Keep reading, please.
3. And all the rulers of the province, and the lieutenants, and the deputies, and officers of the king helped the Jews, because the fear of Mordecai fell upon them. 4. For Mordecai was great in the king's house, and his fame went out throughout all the provinces. For this man, Mordecai, waxed greater and greater.
Because the Lord was with this man. He was with the Lord was with him, just like the Lord was with Joseph. You understand? When he was in Egypt, he was a great man in Egypt. You understand? Like, there's nothing you can't do in this land if you serve the Lord. You understand? We read that scripture the other day. A good name is better than fine ointment, man. You understand? Because when your name is good, the Lord is with you, The Lord is with you. He's going to give you all types of power and authority, even when you serving under this damn wicked ruler called America. Right? Keep reading, brother, please.
Thus the Jews smote all their enemies with the stroke of the sword, and slaughter and destruction, and did what they would unto those that hated them. 6. And in Shushan, the palace, the Jews slew and destroyed 500 men. 7. And Persian the thought.
Don't even listen.
Persian the
Yeah,
thought.
you ain't even got to fight them like that.
And
just flow right through them.
And Daphne, and Espatha, 8. And Porta, and Adelia, and read that,
Yep.
And Parmesan, and
hold on, Salakia. Hold on.
I give him a name or something.
Brother said his brother called him Palmer. Salakia. Man, put this food up. Y'all put this food up, man. Uncle Young still hungry, man. That brother called that brother Parmesan.
And
Most High Christ.
And Parmesan, and Aresia, and Aredia, and Vajezatha.
Right.
10. The 10 sons of Haman, the son of Hamathiah, and the enemy of the Jews slew they, but on the spoil laid they not their hand.
That's right.
11. On the day of on that day, the number of those that were slain in Shushan the palace was brought before the king. 12. And the king said unto Esther, the queen, the Jews have slain and destroyed 500 men in Shushan, the palace, and the 10 sons of Haman. What have they done in the rest of the king's property? Now what is thy petition? And it shall be granted thee. Or what is thy request further? And it shall be done.
Listen, man, he done turned the whole damn kingdom over to Esther, man. You understand? He done said, what else you want, baby? You know what I'm saying? You listen, you have found favor in my sight. What else you want, baby?
That was bad.
You understand? Your men, your boys out there, them Jews have killed 500 men. Did everything they need to do. What else you want, baby? What else you want? That boy done opened up the whole damn kingdom. That boy ready to give up his throne for this girl, man. She was bad, brother. You seen them Benjamin, brother. You seen them Caribbean women. I got one. I didn't waste no time. Waste no damn time. You know what I mean? Lock it. All right? What if you want? That's why nigga broke down. So like it. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, bro.
13.
Come on.
Then said Esther, if it please the king, let it be granted to the Jews which are in Shushan to do tomorrow also according unto this day's decree, and let Haman's 10 sons be hanged upon the gallows.
Damn. That was a bad sister, man. Don't you ever go against my people, man. All his sons, hang them up, man. You know why? Because my people, bro. You threaten my people, your sons is gonna die. That's how he did up in Egypt, brother. All your first sons is gonna die, man. Why? You had the Israelites in captivity, man. No sweat. Please keep going, brother.
14.
Come on.
And the king commanded it so to be done.
That's right.
And the decree was given at Shushan, and they hanged Haman's 10 sons. 15. For the Jews that were in Shushan gathered themselves together on the 14th day, also of the month Adar, and slew 300 men at Shushan.
Right.
But on the prey they laid not their hand. But 16. But the other Jews that were in the king's province gathered themselves together and stood for their lives, and had rest from their enemies, and slew of their foes 75,000, but they laid not their hands on the prey.
Right. And if I could, y'all wanted him here. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. You understand? He in here slaying his enemies right now. You know, I need somebody to stop. Okay, I need somebody to stop him. You know what I mean? But go ahead, please. Lock it, brother.
On the 17th day of the month Adar, on the 14th day of the same rested day, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. 18. But the Jews that were at Shushan assembled together on the 13th day thereof, and on the 14th day thereof, and on the 15th day of the same they rested, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. 19. Therefore the Jews of the village that dwelt in the unwalled towns made the 14th day of the month Adar a day of gladness and feasting, and a good day, and sending portions one to another.
That's right. You know what I mean? Listen, and it's about to get into why the hell are we here right now? Right? It's about to get into it. They feasting because they live. Why the hell we ain't feasting? Because they lived. Right? Keep reading, brother, please. Come
20.
on.
And Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters unto all the Jews that were in all the provinces of the king Ashur brought both nigh and far. 21, to establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar and the 15th day of the same yearly.
Every what? Yearly, huh?
Yearly.
Every year
of the year.
they came together for 2 days yearly. Right? So why ain't the Christian church doing it? Because they don't follow this. But we do. You understand? Right. We do. Right? We honor these brothers and sisters out here.
Right.
Keep reading, brother, please.
22. As the days wherein the Jews rested from their enemies, and the month which was turned unto them from sorrow to joy, and from mourning into a good day, that they should make them days of feasting and joy, and of sending portions one to another, and gifts to the poor. 23. And the Jews undertook to do as they had begun, and as Mordecai and had written unto them.
That's right.
24. Because Haman, the son of Hammadiah, and the enemy of all the Jews, had devised against the Jews to destroy them, and had cast pur that is the lot to consume them and to destroy them. But 25, but when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device, which he devised against the Jews, should return upon his own head, and that he and his sons should be hanged on the gallows.
Right.
26. Wherefore they called these days Purim, after the name of Pur. Therefore all the words of this letter and of that which they had seen concerning this matter, and which had come unto them. 27. The Jews ordained and took upon them and upon their seed, and upon all such as joined to themselves unto them, so as it should not fail, they would keep these 2 days according to their writing, and according to their appointed time every year.
That's right.
28. And that these days should be remembered and kept throughout every generation, every family, every province, every city, and that these days of Purim should not fail from among the Jews, nor the memorial of them perish from their seed.
That's right.
29. Then Esther the queen, the daughter of Abihail, and Mordecai the Jew, wrote with all authority to confirm this second letter of Purim. 30. And sent the letters unto all the Jews to the 127 provinces of the kingdom of Ashur, with words of peace and truth. 31. To confirm these days of Purim in their times appointed, according as Mordecai the Jew and Esther the queen had enjoyed them, and as they had decreed for themselves, and not for their seed.
And for their seed.
And for their seed. The matters of the fasting and their cry.
That's right.
32. And the decree of Esther confirmed these matters of Purim, and it was written in the book.
Right. Let's get 10 out the way. You understand? Let's get 10 out the way.
Chapter 10.
Come on with it. The greatness of Mordecai. Come on with it.
Chapter 10, verse 1. And the king Ashur laid a tribute upon the land and upon the isles of the sea. 2. All the acts of his power and of his might and the declaration of the greatness of Mordecai were unto the king advanced him. Are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Media and Persia? 3. For Mordecai the Jew was next unto the king of Syria, and great among the Jews, and accepted of all the multitude of his brethren, seeking the wealth of his people, and speaking peace to all his seed.
And that's the point. That's it right there, man. Right? Because he's not seeking wealth for himself.
Right.
He's seeking wealth for his people, man. You understand? And for what? For his seed. You understand? His bloodline. That's who we seeking peace for. That's what we should seek love for, right? For our own damn people. It's hard to do that, you understand, when you living amongst all these damn heathens.
Right.
It's hard to do that. You understand? But in here, it ain't hard at all. Damn, ain't nobody coming in here. We eating and we feeding our damn self.
Right.
Okay. All right. You devils ain't coming in here and getting none of these tacos. Okay. Ain't getting none of these damn Cayman drinks. Ain't getting none of that. You understand? So Most High in Christ for Esther and the brother Mordecai, you understand, coming together to save their people.
That's right.
It's the same thing we can do for our people. Right. You understand? Come together, man and woman, right? Man and woman can come together and do these things. The problem is, are you too selfish to do it?
Right.
Are you too selfish to do it? Are you too selfish to step up and say, I'm going to be a man of God. I'm going to be the man for my people. You understand? Or a woman for my people. You understand? So with that, man, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Anybody got anything to say? You know what I mean? I mean, listen to peace. You know what I'm saying? For man and woman. You understand? Yeah. But Most High in Christ for everybody showing up today. You understand? The water for Commander Johanna for holding on to this truth. You understand? So we can actually live out what we're supposed to be living in this day. You understand? In America. You understand? Because listen, like these brothers and sisters gathered together and they was in captivity, so can we. Right? So can we. And damn, you better come together. The way these bombs is dropping in America and all over the world right now, you better be trying to come together with your own people. You understand? Because the white man showed coming together to go to war. The Arabs is coming together to go to war. What the hell is blacks and Hispanics going to do, you understand, in the time where they're turning their backs on us at every turn? What the hell else you going to do? ICE is hunting down Mexicans. They hunting down niggas too. I just seen that they picked up a Jamaican brother and sent him home after being here over 50 years and serving in the military. Sent him back to Jamaica. He don't know where the hell he at. He ain't been in Jamaica since he was a damn kid, huh? You understand? But they sent his ass back home. What are you gonna do when ICE come knocking at your damn door? Huh? You better gather together with your people and start serving the Lord, man, so you can get this protection that the Lord provides, man. You understand? That's it. That's it. That's all. It's over for loving white people, man. They don't even love themselves. Right. We're trying to give them some love, and they don't even love their own people, man. Their own people is struggling out here. Their own people are on damn food stamps and welfare more than we are, and they got the they call it the complexion for the protection. We ain't got the complexion for the protection. They do. Right. And if they choosing to be bums out here, they choosing to be at the bottom. We don't though. We don't choose that life. This life chose us. So we got to deal with it the best we can, man. Come together with your people, man. You know what I mean? And with that, say, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh to the brothers. Yahweh Shemata Bashem Yahweh to the sisters. You understand? It's the Isupk OKC Feast of Purim. You understand? And we out of here. Shalom.
Would you say?
He parted the Red Sea, and an entire nation of Israel walked out of the slavery of slavery.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's
57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.